AI is my acquisitions assistant. That's not a catchy line. I literally built my pipeline around it. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you step by step through the best way I've automated the 5 core acquisitions tasks using Agent Mode inside ChatGPT for lead discovery and SimpleSend as my operations hub for everything else. This is how I am buying houses now. You need to be using AI, otherwise you will get left behind and tons of other real estate investors are gonna outcompete you. By the end, you'll understand exactly how each piece works, why I chose this setup, how you can copy it. When you're ready to implement, I put a free PDF with all my copy paste commands in the description. And if you want the same CRM I'm using, head to simplesend.com, simple without an E. That link is also in the description too. Quick compliance reminder before we dive in. I only collect contact info that agents publicly publish. I honor do not call rules, I include opt-out languages in messaging, and I follow site terms and local regulations. Automation multiplies output and risk. So guardrails first. All right, here's the game plan. Task number 1 is lead discovery. I use Agent Mode in ChatGPT to find investor-friendly agents and export a clean staged list. Tasks 2 through 5 are where I do things in the best way in SimpleSend, which is my messaging engine, my pipeline, my throttles, my stop/DNC capture, my single source of truth. ChatGPT provides the brains, the classifications, the drafting, the summarizing, but SimpleSend does the sending, the record keeping. Think of ChatGPT as the dispatcher and SimpleSend as the delivery truck. So here's task number 1. Agent Mode finds the right agents cleanly. Here's how I set it up. Inside ChatGPT, I open Agent Mode, I give it a plain English job. Find active investor-friendly real estate agents in Sacramento or wherever you're working. Public pages only. For each agent, capture first name, last name, brokerage, market, and office number if it's listed, and email, right? The source URL and the date found and a confidence rating. I normalize the phone numbers to E.164 and just write this down, right? I'm just having it so you're able to get it. Dedupe by phone or email and export a file called staging_market_date.csv. If missing mobile numbers exceed 25% or duplicates exceed 20%, stop and alert me. That single instruction keeps the agent focused and compliant. It only visits pages where the agent chose to publish their info. Brokerage profile pages, agent websites, public directories, and public social profiles with visible contact blocks. Never guesses email, it never tries patterns, and it logs the source URL for every record so I can audit it later and see where it came from. I also add 2 simple heuristics that make a really big difference. First, it makes sure it flags office lines versus mobile lines. We want mobile lines. We want their direct cell phone. If the number looks like a main office line, it lowers the confidence to medium so I can decide later. And then second, it bumps the confidence up when it sees signs of recent activity, fresh listings, investor language, pocket listings, because relevance today beats a giant list from 2 years ago. I'm actually using ChatGPT to find me the best agents, not just all agents. When it finishes, it exports a staging CSV with the exact header that I gave you earlier, right? It shows me a quick summary, all the duplicates are removed, the percent missing, the mobile number, and then stops there. Nothing touches my CRM yet, but ChatGPT in and of itself just created an amazing list, right? So let's get into task number 2. The best way to import is to let SimpleSend be the gatekeeper. I used to let scripts push leads straight into the CRM. Never again. The best way I found is to just make SimpleSend the single source of truth and that bouncer at the door. So here's what I'm talking about, right? And here's how the total automatic loop works. Agent Mode drops the staging CSV, the CSV we just made, into a cloud folder. A tiny import automation, which is from Zapier, then takes that file from the cloud and then imports it into SimpleSend with fields, tags, and everything else we need, phone numbers, yada yada, everything we need to be able to upload those contacts and start outreaching to them. So now it's not just that I don't need somebody to look for the agents, I can also have it automatically uploaded to my CRM without even a push of a button. It's amazing how well it works. The outcome is clean, every contact is tagged by marketing campaign, duplicates are merged, and deliverability stays super healthy because bad data never gets a free ride. Here's task number 3 of this whole loop. The best way to handle the replies and book the intro calls is not just SimpleSend, but then I have ChatGPT respond, right? This is where it really feels like I just hired an employee. It acts as its own chatbot. I want SimpleSend to own the messaging, the stop/DNC suppression, quiet hours, and deliverability, but I want ChatGPT to read the message, understand the intent, draft the right reply without pretending to be me in the negotiations. So here's the flow. When a reply comes in, SimpleSend captures it, then triggers a lightweight webhook that pings ChatGPT with the thread. ChatGPT classifies the intent into one of 4 buckets. Who is this? Are they positive? Like, do they want to work with us? Are they not interested? Or is there like a deal, right? So then it has these kind of 4 buckets. So like for something that's who is this, it drafts a tight identity message. Something like, hey Sarah, I'm Jonah. I buy small multifamily and SFRs off market in Phoenix. I work with investor friendly agents who see deals early. Are you open to a quick intro call? It sticks to about 260 characters and includes opt-out language at the end because this is the first message we send them, right? Something like reply stop to opt-out. That one line keeps me compliant and polite. And then for just a positive response, it sends my 2-sentence buy box and offers 3 time windows plus a calendar link. So the positive is basically when they respond to the first message and say, hey, yeah, I would love to have an intro call. So, and then says something like, great, sweet. My sweet spot is 2 to 20 units or SFRs. Value adds okay. I close with cashless private funds. I'm flexible on timelines. Quick intro. Let's do Tuesday at 10:30 or Wednesday at 2. What works for your calendar? Here's my calendar link if that makes it easier, right? They pick a time. There's a small automation that creates the event on my calendar, drops the last few messages into the event description, and moves the contact into intro call booked. For not interested, it tags them as not interested, moves the record to lost, and stops future contact with that contact, right? And obviously that helps protect my reputation and avoid legal matters because we don't want to be contacting people who don't want to be contacted, right? Then anything that sounds like a deal, maybe a negotiation, anything that smells like terms, price, or a live seller, ChatGPT stops drafting replies and escalates it to me. It sends me a text message that says, hey, I think I have a lead. And it posts a 1-line summary and a recommended next step. Then I take the wheel or one of my act managers takes the wheel, right? AI handles the scheduling, the FAQs, human handle deals. And why this is the best approach by far is that SimpleSend is going to keep you safe and consistent with like regulations and workflows. And then ChatGPT is going to make you smart and be able to respond to you as you're doing other things, right? This I used to have to hire a VA for. Now I just automated all of it with ChatGPT. So task number 4 is getting the outbound to sound as human as possible with pacing and just making it sound human. Because if you send the same opener to 1,000 people, you'll get ignored, carriers are gonna throttle you. So the best setup I've found is like a monthly variant library generated by ChatGPT, curated by me in 60 seconds and enforced by SimpleSend. So let me explain. For each market, I asked ChatGPT for 7 step 1 variations, 5 step 2 follow-ups, and 3 step 3 closeouts. Same facts, different angles, and sentence structures, tight character limits, no emojis, opt-out language at the end. I scan them for tone friendly, direct, credibility first, neighborhood specific, and then delete anything salesy. And then I load them into a SimpleSend sequence, all of the responses. In that sequence, I set daily caps per market. I rotate all of these variants evenly, so I'm not hammering one message, I enforce quiet hours, and I add a cooldown on brand new imports so I don't torch a fresh list on day 1. Stop/DNC suppression is automatic, and when someone opts out, they're out. The result is a human sounding outreach at scale. ChatGPT provides the variation, SimpleSend provides the discipline, the pacing, making sure that like not everything is sent out at once. It provides all the workflows and the deliverability. That combination is what keeps reply rates incredibly high for my business over the long haul. Task number 5, the best way to turn team chaos into clean next actions is centralizing the notes in SimpleSend and letting ChatGPT structure them. So my acquisition managers are moving fast, text, photos, PDF, voice notes, etc. The best way to have all of this is one inbox for the entire team. Every update lands on the correct contact or deal inside SimpleSend. From there, ChatGPT does 3 things automatically. First, it writes a 3-bullet executive summary. At the very top of the record, something like, hey, this is a pocket duplex near Encanto. Seller wants a 30 to 45 day close. Tenant is month to month. That lets me drop into any record between meetings and know what matters is 10 seconds. Secondly, from the conversation, it extracts like the most important info that the act manager had with the agent or the seller. Year bill, roof, HVAC notes, current rent versus market, seller timeline, access status, and whether the deal is truly off market. Then it puts all of these fields into the opportunity and then makes it a lead in the pipeline. So anyways, basically it turned everything into the notes. I simply approve the tasks and SimpleSend schedules and assigns them automatically. That loop turns into team noise into a clear plan. I manage by exception, not by memory. And so let me show you like a typical week when this is running. Monday morning, I run a Phoenix and a San Antonio in agent mode, right? I don't usually do this. I usually do Sacramento, San Francisco, but using an example. Finds a batch of new agent profiles, removes duplicates we already have, normalizes the phone numbers, and then exports the information into a CSV file. The quality thresholds are green, so the import runs through SimpleSend with tags for Sacramento, San Francisco, or whatever the markets are, plus a buyer agent, and then the campaign tag. Every new record lands in agent intro at new, right? So basically, it is already starting to send out the messages as soon as it found the agent. Because I'm pacing the sends and honoring opt-outs, deliverability stays super healthy. Then Tuesday, replies are starting to hit. People are starting to respond to those messages. And SimpleSend basically has ChatGPT classify and draft new messages towards them. We book a few intro calls with the calendar automation. We suppress a couple opt-outs immediately and escalate 2 promising leads that mention live sellers. Wednesday, my manager does those intro calls and ideally starts writing up a ton of notes on the property, and then ChatGPT also fills in more notes from like whatever the act manager missed, plus potentially doing some market research online about like what potentially they think could be the rents in that area, for one example, right? Then Friday, basically a pop-up reminder of like, hey, you should probably give an offer on this. We then give the offer, and then hopefully we're writing up a contract and signing it, right? So it just automates the process in a way that's so insane. It's so useful, right? And really all we need to do is a few dials now. We're getting all of my act managers to the point of just closing while everything else automates, right? This is the difference. This is the future of real estate, of sales, of everything, right? Figuring out how to do this with your CRM is going to be hugely key. If this helped, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. You can grab my free agent mode command pack, which basically has all the prompts that you would give you the ChatGPT in order to be able to do this. It takes a lot of setup, but at least you'll have the word for word what you would put in. And then second, if you want the CRM that can actually send out the messages and has pipelines and stuff like that, go check out the link below. It's simplesend.com. And then if you feel like you need help actually creating the system, comment the word AI. I'm gonna like have my AI friend who helped me set this up, potentially do some consultations. It will not be free, but you will be able to automate your business in ways that is insane. So guys, that's this one. That's how I'm using AI in my business right now, going to the next level, creating employees as ChatGPT. I love all of you, and I will see y'all on the next one.